How do I know what species I am? Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. So, you want to make a Fursona? That's great! Let's pick a species and... oh my, there's a lot of options. Well, it was nice helping you. Good luck. That's the end of the video. Bye-bye! I'm kidding on that, by the way. Creating or coming up with a Fursona is quite a difficult task. For example, my Fursona is a dragon because of the fact that I've always felt a strong connection to dragons, and I always loved the thought of me being a dragon when I was a kid. But you don't have to pick a Sona based on that. There are hundreds upon hundreds of species to choose from. However, there are exceptions I should note. Some members within the fandom have Sonas that are a part of a closed or semi-closed species. Closed species are a custom species that you cannot make a Sona based off of because they are owned by a specific individual or entity. A great example of a closed species is Primogens. I'm not going to go into the backstory of Primogens today, but if you want to see a video on it, let me know in the comments down below. Semi-closed species are another species that are owned by a specific individual or entity, but require permission or commission from the owner of the species. Although this may vary upon each individual semi-closed species, as some of them are open, but you cannot make any specific modifications beyond what the original creator has envisioned for the species. For example, if the species does not have a big fluffy tail and you want to add a big fluffy tail, sadly you cannot do that. An open species is basically anything that is up for grabs, such as dragons, wolves, foxes, horses, and so on. Basically, these are your real-life or textbook definition fantasy/mythological creatures. Within each of these categories are mixed species, which is a combination of several species into a single being. Several examples of this would be a dragon-hyena hybrid, a zebra-polar bear hybrid, or even an earthworm orca whale hybrid. With that in mind, it is a little easier to select a species based on what is actually available and what is not available. I personally recommend going over a list of what your favorite animals are, both fictional and non-fictional, and choose one from the list that screams, well, you. Now that you have a species in mind, choosing a set of colors or patterns is quite an endeavor, as there are thousands of different colors and styles that you can choose from. However, what I find quite easy to do is to choose a color pattern or style that is a reflection of you and what you absolutely feel a strong connection with. For me, I've always adored the color blue, especially lighter shades of it. Sky blue in particular was one of my most used crayon colors in grade school. I can't remember a year of elementary school where I avoided that color. If you really want to stand out, think of a palette of colors or patterns that you feel is unique and defines who you are. Now that you have a color or pattern decided on, should you give your Sona a name? Personally, I think so. While naming a Sona, sample text, or insert Sona name here are both funny and unique names, it is kind of hard sometimes to determine what your Sona's name would be. I chose my Sona's name for a variety of reasons. Aerith is just a unique name, and the latter half of my Sona's name, Dracenfeather, it is a concatenation of two words. Drachen, which is in this case a misspelling of the German word for dragon, which typically has the letter H in between C and E, and feather is just the word that I decided to add as a little bit of pizzazz to spruce up the last name a bit. Now, I should mention that you do not need to choose a last name. However, last names in this fandom can add a bit of character and depth into the overall characterization of your Sona as a whole. However, rushing into making your Sona is not always the best path, as I feel that taking your time with creating, developing, and designing your Sona is the most important thing you can do to ensure that your Sona is the way you truly want it to be. Although, what is your opinion on creating a Sona? How would you create a Sona from scratch? What would you say or do differently from what I've stated already? And more importantly, what else have I missed with my little rambling? Please leave your messages in the comments box below, or feel free to send a message to me on Discord or on my Discord server. Unfortunately though, you know what time it is. Time to throw you out my den, and I'd like to wish you all a dragon-tastic day. I will see you all in the next one. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to drop a like or hit the subscribe button. Our like goal for this video is 50 likes, because why not? on screen is another one of my videos that I think you may enjoy, and I will see you all in the next one.